Okay. Let me mute you. Oh, I know an up on there. This one. Let's start. Come on down to the floor. Onto your hands and your knees. Bring the shoulders back. Lift up through the belly. Hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. And we're going to take a breath in and lift up through your back, up your chin. Breathe out, lower down, dropping the belly, lifting the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more times. Try to lift your back as high as you can. And then dropping down through the back, pulling those shoulders back, lifting through the hips. Last one. Lower down. Then tuck your toes, lift up into a down dog. Straighten through the arms, through the legs. And then just walk your feet down one at a time. We're going to start a slow sequence. So come forward to plank. Pull the shoulders back, drop to your knees if you need to. And then slowly lower down, pulling the elbows back, staying by your side. All the way to the floor. Release the feet, and then lift the chest into baby cobra. So here you're squeezing the glutes, pulling the shoulders back and down. And then press back, lift back up into down dog, stretching out through the back of the legs. And then take it forward again, nice and slow, rolling forward to plank. Shoulders back, slowly lower down, all the way to the floor. Release the toes, lift up through the chest, maybe a little higher this time. And then sit back, press back into down dog. 2 more times, take it a little faster. Roll forward, lower down, and then lift. Sit back, press up into down dog, stretch it out, reaching through the arms. And then one more time, come forward, lower down, lift, push back to down dog. And now take that front foot, lift up. So I do front foot. Bring that knee forward, shift your body weight forward. And then press back. Taking that foot nice and high, come forward again. Press back. As you breathe in, come forward. As you breathe out, press that foot away. Last one, bring it forward and then step down. You're coming into lunge. Let that back knee come to the floor. Relax the foot and lift the arms overhead. So now you're sinking into your hips. If you need, step the foot forward. And then bend through the elbows, squeeze down the back of the body. Bring those hands back to the floor. And lift up that back knee. Lift the arms, lift the chest, arms overhead. Bend through that front knee. Shoulders have come back and down. And then straighten out through that front leg and start to lean forward. Take the hands forward. You could rest them onto your shin or you could rest them onto the floor. And then try to lift up to flat back, so lengthen through the spine. And then fold down. Bring your chest down towards your thigh. Lift back up into flat back. And then last time, fold on down. And then slightly bend through that front leg. Step in together for a forward fold. Breathe in, take the arms wide, reach up all the way overhead. And then fold forward. Step back into plank. Hold that plank, shoulders stay back. Knees or toes, come on down. Then lift up, squeezing the back of the body. Tuck the toes, drive the hips back to down dog. Just holding down. And then take that three-legged dog to the other side. So lift the leg. Bring the knee forward. Lift your weight forward. Push that leg back. Drive it up nice and high. And then come forward again. 2 more. Last one, breathing out to press away. Breathing in, come forward and step through. Into lunge, lower the knee down, relax the back foot, lift the chest, arms come up overhead. Push forward in through those hips. And then start to bring the elbows back and down. So you feel your shoulder blades squeezing together. Feel the chest lift. Take your hands back down to the floor. Lift the back knee. Come up to warrior one. Arms reach overhead. And then straighten that front leg out. Start to tip forward. Taking the hands, resting them to the floor or to your shin. Softening through to your chest. Slowly rise up to that flat back. And then soften down again. Lift up one more time, lengthening out through the back. Release down. Bend that front knee, step into a fold. Breathe in, extended mountain. Breathe out and release all the way down. Hands come to the floor, step back to plank. Let's continue on. Lower down, lift up, push back, hold. Let's take that other sequence a little faster. Start with your front leg into three-legged dog. Lift up, bring it forward. Push back, forward, 2 more. Last one. Push high, and then we step through to lunge. Knee down, lift the arm. Push forward through the hips. Squeeze down the back. Hands come down, lift into warrior one. Straighten and tip. Relaxing your chest to thigh. Lift up, flat back. And soften down. Slightly bend that knee up into forward fold. Take it up all the way to extended mountain. And down to forward fold. Step or jump into plank. Lower down. Lift, squeeze to the top. Push back into down dog. 3-legged dog on the other side. Knee comes forward, shift the weight. Push back. Forward. 2 more. Last one. Bring it forward. Step into your lunge. Back knee down, lift up. The elbows, squeeze through the back. Hands come to the floor. Lift that back knee. Rise up. Straighten. And then lower down. Lift up to flat back. And step in. How are we going? Good? Yeah. All right. I think my microphone just caught it, which is amazing. So, resume. Okay, we're coming back into that down dog. And we're lifting that front leg, no, the back leg, into 3-legged dog, and then forward. Push it back. Forward. Step in, and then lift up into warrior two. So the arms come wide. We sink in, knee above ankle. Relax the shoulders down and back. Oh, you guys look good. And extend. Come on down. Lift the arm overhead. Option is to take that bottom arm. Reach it out. That's it. Keep squeezing, keep holding. Pressing that back leg nice and straight. Hold the legs, take the arms back. Sun warrior. And then if you want a little more, you can lift up, reach those hands
Pull the abs nice and tight. Come on up. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Reach out, and then come down into triangle. So top arm reaches high, bottom hand rests to the shin. Or you can take it in front. Keep the legs. We're going to reverse it. So reaching those arms out, bellies are tight. Then we come forward into a little bit of balance, floating half moon. Bend that front knee, lift that back leg. So you're opening up through the chest, lifting that back leg nice and high. Step back into warrior two. And then take one hand down to the floor, or both. Step back, drop to the knee into a side plank. Option, stay up to the feet. And then take both hands down. We lower down into crocodile. Lift up, squeeze at the top, and then push back into down dog. And to the other side, lift the foot, three-legged dog. Bring the knee forward, shift the weight forward. Push it back. And then come forward. One more time. Lifting it nice and high. Step it all the way forward. Lift up to warrior two. So you can open to the other side or you can turn yourself around. Then we extend, elbow to knee or thigh. Top arm reaches overhead. Option to lift that bottom arm and extend. Squeeze, lift up through the chest. And then come back, sun warrior. Staying low through those legs. Pulling back through the shoulder, lifting that chest towards the sky. And then come on up, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, tip, down into triangle. Reverse triangle, keep the legs straight, reach back. Floating half moon. Come forward, bend that front knee, lift up. Touch the floor if you need. You can look down or you can look up, depending how good your balance is today. Step back into warrior two. Then bring the hands down. One or two. Step back. Come into that side plank. On your knees or on your toes. Bring that other hand to the floor. Back into that little sequence. Slow it down. Lift up. Push back. Hold here. Roll forward again. Lower down. Lift up. And push back into down dog. We're just gonna hold. If you need a drink, now's a good time to have a drink. Come back forward into plank. So if you need to, you can drop your knees down. If not, come onto your elbows, lift up your toes to your toes. Don't lift your toes. Shoulders back, abs are tight. So if you're on your knees, you can stay or you can start to reach. Opposite arm and leg, out and on. On your toes, take it slow. It's about focusing on that control. One more time. Come on down. Bring those hands underneath the chin. Lift up and lower. So squeeze the glutes. Lift that chest. Hold, reach the arms. Just rest them gently to the floor. Extend out through the legs. We're gonna lift up one arm, one leg, and down. Other side, lift, and down. Eyes are looking down. So you're lengthening through your body. Squeezing down the back. Try to lift the chest. Try to lift the thigh. One more time. Come back up into that plank. Elbows, knees or toes, and then we reach. Out, in, out, in. Option, you can just extend one thing at a time. So not both arms and legs, just the legs, or just the arms. Whichever one is more challenging for you. Just a few to go. Or more. Come on down. Hands under your chin, shoulders back. Lift up and lower. One more time. Reach the arms. Superman, we lift it all. Lower down. Lift and lower. Only 2 more to go. Last one. Let's come over onto our back. A little bit more abs for you. So you can have your feet to the floor. You can bring them up. Fingertips to temples. Waistline pulls tight. We're gonna take a double bicycle crunch. 2, 1, reset. 2, 1, reset. So feel that little squeeze. On the second pulse, taking it deeper. Single time. 1, 2. So really reaching that elbow across. Hold. Feet come down, hands come to the floor. Press into the heels and lift up to bridge. Squeezing the glutes. We're going to bring one knee in at a time. Bring it in, take it back. Bring it in, take it back. So squeeze those glutes. Don't let those hips drop. Waistline pulled tight. Hold, drop down, 2 pulses, reset. Back to that bicycle crunch. Waistline pulls tight. Remember, you can keep the legs up. Extend the other side, or drop the toes to the floor. Last one. Take it to singles. Feet come down. Stretch it out. Press in through the heels, lift it all the way up. Coming off my mat. And then lower down. Feet stay down. Reach the arms up overhead. Pull the shoulders back and down. Lift up, lower down. Then we're gonna take one hand at a time into a rope curl. Lift, lift. So try to grab hold of that rope, pull your body up. Take it higher. Four more. Lift the feet, hands to the floor. Reverse lift. Option, bend the knees. Just trying to get the hips off the ground. Bend the legs, bring the heels together, knees are wide apart. And then we're going to extend those legs, so squeezing the heels, straighten through the legs, and then bring them in, press the knees wide. So you can take this higher, or you can take it lower. A little faster, out and in. And if you still want more, as you bring the knees in, crunch up. 2 to go. Hold. Keep the knees bent. Draw a circle with your feet. All the way to the top, and then all the way down the other side. Circles side to side. You can stay with the knees bent, or you can straighten down and up. Trying to make that circle as big as you can. The last one. Bring the knees in. Lift the legs high. Arms down by your side. Reverse lift, up, down. And hold. Whew. What we got? We're going to roll over one more time onto our bellies. We're taking it back to that Superman. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So try to reach that hand long. Reach that foot away. One more time. Bring the hands in. Come onto your side. So you can be on your knees or on your toes. Lift that top arm up. Lift the hips. Straighten that top leg if you like. And then we pulse. Up, down, up, down. So you don't let the hips drop. You've got to keep them in a nice straight line at the bottom. Only 4 more. The lucky number. Come forward into your plank. So you can be on your elbows. You can be up to your hands. We're gonna march 1 foot at a time, or you can be on your knees and just lift that knee forward toward the elbow at your own speed. So working into the obliques, waistline still pulls tight. Last one, we're gonna come to the other side, side plank. So take your option, knees or toes, lift up, waistline pulls in, then we pulse, up and down. Nearly there, keep coming. Last one. Come back to your plank. On your hands or on your elbows. Lift that knee side to side. Remember, knees is your option as long as you feel that work through the waist. Last one, we're gonna stay with the plank, bring it down to the elbows, and then we drop the hips side to side. This can still be done on your knees or staying with the toes. Keep pulling that waistline in. Option just to hold that plank if you need. If you need to, you straighten one leg as you drop to the side. And down. It's all the hard stuff. We're going to sit into child's pose. So bring the knees wide, sit back to your heels, reach out in front. Rest your forehead down to the floor. And then we come forward, striking for cobra. Skim the chest, lift up, stretch out. Knees down, sit back to child's pose. And again, come forward, so you can stay low if you like. It's about the stretch through the front. Sit back and release. Last time. Sit back. And then we're lifting up into down dog. I'm facing this way again. So bring the hips up high. And then lift the back leg into three-legged dog. Step forward into lunge. You can drop that back knee down if you like. Take a twist. Reach that arm up high, pulling the chest to thigh. And then we're going to lift up, staying in that lunge. If you like, you can take that back foot, bring it to hand. So you're coming into a quad stretch as well as your lunge. You can bring that hand to the floor for a bit of balance. And then release that foot down. Lift up, straightening through the legs. You might need to step that back foot in. Coming into pyramid, lower your chest down. Lift to flat back, straightening through the back, pushing into the fingertips, and then step in into fold. Breathe in, take it all the way up. This time we sink you into a tent. Bring the palms together and turn to the front into a little twist. Try to push that elbow into the outside of the knee. Pull that top shoulder back. And then release the hands, take them to the floor. You can stay in a forward fold, or you can take that back leg and lift into standing splits. And then stepping back into fold. Just lifting up through the hips, straightening out through the legs. And then take it back into your down dog. Take the front leg, lift up into three-legged dog. Step forward into lunge. Drop that back knee down if you like, and take it into the twist. Take that quad stretch in. So either holding to the floor or lifting up, resting your hand to thigh. Are we all good out there? Take the hands down and straighten out through the legs, keeping that chest close to thigh. Lift your flat back. And then step in. Forward fold. Breathe and rise all the way up to the top. Sink down into intense. Palms together down the center. And then turn to the back. Take it into that twist. Take those hands down to the floor, either staying with the fold or lifting to that standing splits, taking that front leg. Step back in, fold, relax. Flat back, pull the shoulders back, lengthen through the spine, tucking the chin, and release all the way down. Take your hands to the floor, tuck one leg behind, and lower yourself onto the floor. Coming all the way down to your back. Keep the feet in close to your bottom. We're just going to lift up into a bridge just to stretch out the front of the body. So really driving up through the heels. And then lower down. Take your front foot, place it to the opposite knee. Press this knee nice and wide so you feel that opening through the hips. And then reach the hands through, holding behind the knee. You can lower your upper body back to the floor. Try to pull that leg in so you're feeling that stretch in your hips and into your glutes. And if you can, try to use that elbow to press the knee away, taking that stretch deeper. Take the foot down and cross the legs completely, arms wide, and lower the knees to one side. If that's too much, you can untwist the legs and just drop the knees down. Try to keep your shoulders both flat to the floor the whole time. Relax through your body, feel that release down the back. Come back up into center. Untwist the legs, bring the other foot to knee. Press that knee wide. And then reach through. Taking that hip and glute stretch to the other side. Foot down, cross the legs completely. Roll to one side. Bring the knees up. Bring them into your chest. And then gently roll yourself up to a seated position. Take it into a cross-legged position. Lift the arms nice and high. Belly's in, and then slowly fold. Reaching to the floor, and then relaxing your body down. Slowly walk the hands in, coming up. Switch the legs. Crossing the weird way. Reach the arms up. And then folding down. And coming up whenever you're ready. We made it through. Thanks for joining me.